Hey guys, it's Jess, and on today's video I'm going to do the November orchid updates. It is kind of later in the month just because I did have Thanksgiving break, so yeah, there's quite a few things going on with my orchid collection, so I'll show you guys. And some things actually changed, so yeah, these two phals in full water culture aren't doing anything. They're just growing leaves. This is, actually let me get it. This is the Sherry Baby, the Oncidium Sherry Baby, Bread Fantasy, and it used to be in kind of a semi-water culture, but I changed it into semi-water, I can't talk. This used to be in semi-water culture / full water culture, and I changed it into semi-hydro with the leca pebbles I received from Jess. And there you go. I didn't want to drop it. It's not doing much. I don't know if it's actually liking semi-hydro, so I'll have to keep an eye out on it. But yeah, this is a phal tetraspis I got from Hauserman's, and it came with a very small leaf. Let me actually move this. And this leaf, oh my god, I always drop things. Thankfully it only tipped over. Okay. It's been growing in this leaf, and it's a bit discolored. I don't know why. But yeah, it's a bit discolored, and it's growing this spike right here. And these white things you actually see are crushed oyster shells, and I bought them because I had a primary hybrid with floppy leaves, and I was worried about it because I thought it was calcium deficiency. So I went ahead and I bought crushed oyster shells, and I put them on, I think, most of my orchids except for the catasetums. Even the full water culture, they have some resting on the bottom. You can kind of see right here, there's one, and here's another one. Obviously, they don't have as much oyster shells as those in a pot or with media. So, yeah, the phal tetraspis is growing in both the new leaf and the spike. So I can't wait for the blooms. And this is the, what is this? Completely forgot. Oh, the Equestris, yeah. Variation Blue. Also from Hauserman's, and it's still growing this leaf, so shows no signs of stopping. And their roots, all of these phal species and primary hybrids, the roots are doing really good in sphagnum moss, so I'm really happy about that. This is one of my first Vandas I got, and you can kind of see the name there. And I transferred it into full water culture just because I felt like it wasn't doing anything in, just, you know, dunking it in water every day. And I've had it for like half a year doing that, and it hasn't been doing anything. So I decided to change it into full water culture. Hopefully, you know, it'll start growing. This is a primary hybrid, the Hanover Passion, with the floppy leaves. And since I started using the crushed oyster shells, its leaf, this one, isn't that floppy anymore. It's still taped though, just in case it does happen to get floppy again. So I'm pretty sure that the crushed oyster shells is helping it. So yeah, this one's not doing anything. It's just growing this root right here. It did lose the leaf, so hopefully it puts out a spike or keeps on growing new leaves. So yeah, this one is the phal pantherina. This is the species, also from Hauserman's, and it's growing this root, not root, but leaf, and it's doing good too. And this one right here, what is that? The Rinkodania, I think, Magic Wand, and it's a Vanda type, and it's currently in full water culture too, because I thought it wasn't doing anything, but when I unpotted it from the clay pot, I saw there was a big root, so once I put it in full water culture, that root hasn't died, so I'll take it as a good sign. Let me move here. So these are the Kingianum keikis I got from Rachel, one of a Facebook vendor, and one of the canes is actually putting out that cane right there and this little cane right here, and both of the canes are putting roots, so I'm pretty excited about that. And let me see, where is it? This cane right here is putting out what seems to be a spike actually, so I'm really happy about that and excited. So hopefully it's a spike and not a new leaf coming in. Let's see, I'm skipping the ones that aren't doing much. So yeah, this one, what is this? I can't remember the name of it, but it's also a Vanda type that I got from Moat's Orchids, and it was growing a bud, but it blasted, so it's now in sphagnum moss. This is the Vanda Dearii, and this one's pretty much dead because the whole orchid is turning yellow, so it was never doing good for me since the beginning. So yeah, that one's going to the trash can soon. This path right here, since I transferred it to sphagnum moss and put oyster shells, the smaller, I guess, seedlings are actually growing pretty fast. So some of the paths do require more calcium, so I guess it's a good thing that I put calcium because it really seems to like it. This Serratia japonica, it's still growing that big root you see right there. So yeah, no new leaves, but it's growing that big root. This no, it's not Rhynchosilus. It's Myrmecophila grandiflora right here was growing a cane right here. You can kind of see it. Let me actually. It's still growing. It's I think just as long as the old one. It just needs to plump up more. This path I got from Karen is still in bloom. I made a video about it, so if you guys want to check it out, I'll link the video. Make like a little info card. This Neophonetia falcata is growing aerial roots like crazy. Has 3 new ones right here since I changed it to sphagnum moss, so it definitely likes it more than the bark mix it was at. So yeah, you can tell even the, I don't know if the sphagnum or the MSU fertilizer did this, but you can definitely tell that the roots are a bit thicker than they used to be. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm doing something good apparently, and it's still growing that spike it was growing, so it's pretty slow. This is a black pearl I showed you guys in the last video, or at least one of the last videos. I'm not sure what video that was. That Cattleya is not doing anything. This Cattleya, I turned it into full water culture, and it is loving it. Let me show you guys. You see those roots right there? How cool is that? It's like producing new roots from the old roots. So I'm so happy I did this. Like, if you've been wanting to try semi-water culture, definitely give it a shot because this one is doing great. Let's see, this one right here, let me try not to drop an orchid, let me show you guys. You guys see that? That is a new growth, and this is the very first growth I've gotten from this one, and I've had this one since May, so it's what, definitely half a year, I think. I'm not doing it. Yeah, it's like 5 months, half a year. So I don't know if it was because of the MSU fertilizer or it was time for it to give out a new growth, but I definitely like that. It also has this crazy aerial root right here. It's so cute. And I actually broke one of the aerial roots right there, which I felt so bad about. But yeah, let me actually go around. I'm gonna try not to step on any of these cataseums I have on the floor right now. Let's see, these aren't doing anything, but this is my Falbellina, and I recently transferred it to Semi-Hydro 2. It's a wine cup, and it has no holes, just like this one. And I can't tell if it likes it or not yet, but this leaf is definitely floppy, so maybe it's just dehydration, just because it does get really dry on top compared to the bottom. So these are the seedlings I deflasked. I actually sent one of these. I had 4 cups, but I sent one of these cups to Jess, my orchid friend that sent me the orchid mail. And I've been having a problem with these. These get moldy, so I've been spraying them with peroxide. I don't know if it's because it's too humid in there and they're not getting enough ventilation, but I definitely try to open the top whenever I remember or can, because I definitely don't want to leave them too dry. This is the Wine Delight I got from Hauserman's. Not doing much once again. I showed you guys the seedlings yesterday, so here they are again. And these aren't in the right spots just because I did take some of these orchids home, so I definitely just threw them in there, and I took out all the catasetums because I was gonna inspect them. So I did that yesterday and I just haven't had the time to put them back in place. So right now they're just messy because I've been having a lot of homework and research papers. That's how college life is. So I'm hoping that once I finish doing all these things by Wednesday, I can take care of my orchids, because they definitely need watering, but I just don't have enough time. So yeah, I will put them back in place eventually, hopefully by Wednesday. But it is easier to show you guys what's going on with my orchids. So yeah, this phal right here is the one I got from Kroger, and it still has these 3. They're pretty good, and this one's dying. This flower is dying. I did try to pollinate it, so I'm hoping it pollinates. So I don't remember where I actually inserted the pollen. I think this one's the one that I took the pollen out of. So yeah, it's just dying, because once you take out the pollen, it actually just dies, because that's their job. And it's in semi-hydro, and this one had beautiful roots. And since I put it in semi-hydro, all the roots either dried off because the top gets too dry, or they rotted off because there was way too much humidity. So I'm hoping that this phal would create more beautiful roots like it had before. This is also the dendrobium I picked up from Kroger, and look how pretty it is. It's so pretty. It has no scent, but it's so pretty to look at. Let's see. I actually have 2 catasetums that are dead right there. I will probably make a video out of the ones that are dead, because I do have a few plants that are going to the garbage, so I want to make a video about that. This not catasetum, but this phal my boyfriend got for me, and it's kind of really dehydrated just because I left it here and I didn't think it was gonna dry up this fast. So definitely it's getting its roots rehydrated. Yeah, if that makes any sense. So it has beautiful flowers. I love these flowers. That Vanda you see all the way in the back, it's going to the garbage because it is dying. So yeah, all these catasetums are not doing anything at all, so I just left them in here. I think a couple of them actually just lost a leaf, but that's about it. See, there's like a foul leaf right here because I was cleaning them up yesterday, but I didn't have a chance to clean up. So yeah, I'll show you guys these. These are, what is this? Is this a sweet sugar? I think this is a sweet sugar actually. Yeah, Oncidium sweet sugar lemon drop. And, oh, I don't want to put it there. You guys can probably tell it has new growth. And this growth right here has roots growing, so right after the I cut off the flower spike, the new growth popped right up maybe like a week or two after. I never noticed a smell though on these flowers, so I don't know, maybe it was just this one that didn't have a smell. This one, I can never remember its name. Ceratosidium? I don't know, Midnight Ebony and Ivory. And this one is actually putting out a new growth. And you can see it right here. It's not as quite as developed as the other one. But the other one did start off maybe like a week before it did, because it's definitely bigger. But this one is a very, very slow grower. So these are both from Trader Joe's. None of my cataseums are doing anything except for 2. So this one got pretty dehydrated while I was away. I did not expect this to happen. But that leads me to believe that it's going to produce something, because the bulb shouldn't dry off unless it's going to produce something, which is a new growth or a spike. So I'm hoping it's a spike. I need to water these though. I did spritz them just a tiny bit. Just haven't fully watered them. This one is Fred Clarkiera Desert Tenor Freckled crossed with Catasetum Orchid Davy Ranches. And here is its spike, and it's so big now. I don't remember when I noticed the spike. I should have probably kept the date somewhere, but I want to say maybe it's been like 3 weeks, a couple of weeks or something, that I've noticed a spike. So I can't wait for this baby to bloom. The rest of the cataseums aren't doing anything. Let's see. There is my baby, my favorite right now, my Rebecca Northern Grapefruit Pink. And if it looks a bit darker, that's because that light just turned off. This one is still growing its leaf. This phal, which I forgot what it looks like, I think it's a peachy color. It has 4 buds already, which isn't a lot, so I'm hoping it actually produces more. This one is still growing a leaf. This one's still growing a leaf. And if you can see the ring right there, that's because one of the lights fell into it, and I was away for the weekend, and yeah, I burned it, so it's nothing bad. This right here, oh, it looks a bit too bright because I have a flash on, but yeah, it's a yellowy tone, and that is actually the phal that has the keiki, the one with no top leaf. And it created a keiki, and that is the keiki's flower spike. So it has 3 big flowers in it. And I'm actually experimenting with this one too. I had keiki paste, and I uncovered or peeled away 2 sheets, I guess, or skin away from 2 eyes, and I put keiki paste on, and both of these, let me show you guys, are actually doing something. Obviously the top one is definitely a faster grower than the bottom one. So it can either be a secondary spike or a keiki, and I'm hoping it's a keiki. And the phal all the way over there, right here, is growing a leaf. And right here, oh my god, that was a leaf. This is my Hoya, and it is still growing roots like crazy, but it's not growing any leaves. So I'm guessing right now it's just concentrating on, oh my god, this leaf is huge. It's only concentrating on growing roots instead of, oh my god, instead of leaves. So yeah, that's what they've been doing. And this video is definitely shorter than the last one. So yeah, I do, like I said, I do need to arrange my orchids and water my orchids, and that will probably be done on Wednesday, because my room looks really messy because of all these phals just on the floor. Let me see. I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, I have 4 orchids that are going to the garbage because they are dead or are pretty darn close to being dead, and we'll probably make a video about that. I am slightly bummed out because of it. I mean we can expect that, you know, orchids dying in our collection, but it's still, you know, pretty sad when you actually see it happening, just because I actually haven't had orchid dye since I actually tried growing orchids. So yeah, I started growing orchids this year. Really growing orchids, like being an orchid hobbyist. And this was the first one I got, and it was close to dying, but I mean, it wasn't close to dying, I'm exaggerating, but it was doing pretty bad. But once I actually started, it's been picking up its growth cycle? I don't know, just ignore me. Yeah, so I am kind of sad that I do have 4 orchids that are going to the garbage, and these are actually 2 bandas and 2 catasetums. So to be fair, all 4 of them are seedlings, so I have not killed a mature plant. So yeah, I'll make a video about that and post it so you guys can see it. Yeah, so if you guys did enjoy the video, please leave a like, comment on any future videos you guys want me to do, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. So yeah, thank you guys.